Yo, go on the Yo, you gotta set it over. That's all I need to do. But I played a record that is just as big or bigger than me. Bro, we talking. Yo, what's going on? We're doing this in the garden. Are you crazy? Can we take a move with us? Yeah, we gotta take a move with us. He's bugging. Who on this? Him and who? Oh, God. You out. Take a move with us. Him? No, you out. Yeah. Here we go. And it's been very soft. Yo, it's not even. Oh, they put this on. I'm mad they had to change the verses though. That's the way they changed the verses. This is UL, man. Why else gonna come to this? After that. So that's 2 for 2. So what do we do? Yo, nothing they got can top Old Boy. You know it. Nothing in the world nobody can top. That's one of the biggest. That's an automatic cheat. No, the Benjamins is on top Old Boy. All about the Benjamins top Old Boy. It's still get more stressful. That record in the time span that it's in. Look that up. Look that record up. You going off what you heard him say on I'm not going off for that. All about the Benjamins is up. 3 times bigger record than Old Boy. I'm not going to dispute that. But they got to do that 20 times. You're not doing that 20 times. That's 3 for 3. All right.
That's fake fire. That's fake fire.
POPAVIST made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Sherman, about that money, what we get into. Sherman, about that money, get residuals. Sherman.
Yes. Yes, 2 times. Y'all know the vibes. They go ooh la la, she go ooh la la, we go ooh la la, they go ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la. Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Hop out of the bed like where the bread. What it do, people? You're now tuned in. POPAVIST TV. Oh, we live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. If it's your first time, then please come on in. Take your shoes off. Over here, we deal with sports, hip-hop, interviews, Popavisms 101, and motivation. If that sounds like something you can rock with, then before you exit, hit stage left, kindly hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. And if it's not your first time and you've been rocking with the channel, showing support, tapping in, tuning in, thank you. We appreciate you. But you know how we do. You know how I start the show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. We in the end game, people. We in the end game because the game, you know what I mean? He came out and he pretty much apologized, he apologized pretty much. He definitely apologized. I was gonna say, for lack of a better term or a word I couldn't think of, but pretty much, yeah, he apologized. Like that whole situation that happened with Indian Red Boy and the Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. The marathon continues with the wall banging and just that whole culture. Obviously, it's unfortunate, what happened to homie, And so I guess Game must have came out with a song or he got some verses. Not saying his name though. If I heard correctly, he was like he wasn't even speaking on homie, so I don't know who he was talking about. He was speaking towards what niggas did as far as violation for Nip, And pretty much he's homie, Red was homie, and I know it's different sex. I won't even act like I'm in tune and I know the ins and outs of that shit over there, because I'd be straight lying. Oh, and over here on POPAVIST TV, yeah, we don't lie, we don't cap, we don't do none of that. We deal in full transparency. That means y'all definitely can see me because my shit is open. And if you're not hiding, then I might could see you behind that avatar. But my shit is open, so come on in. And if you ain't hit the subscribe button yet, please do that. I mean, hit the like button. Don't be bougie on the channel. But I'll be lying to say that I know the ins and outs. I know he said he hollered at the big homies, he hollered at the little homies, and he pretty much, you know, gonna throw some chips to the family, I guess, for the funeral arrangements, which is you know, that's respectable, that's admirable, you know what I mean, of him to do that, especially if he knew him or even if he didn't know him, just knowing that they may not have. But the lessons we learn out of that is, one, Popavism 101. Yeah, let's throw this in real quick. Never be too prideful or too bigger than yourself when you're wrong and you know you're wrong to just apologize. Let's not make it awkward. Don't make it weird. Don't make it to where the person that you did wrong to gotta twist your arm for you to apologize, especially if you're cool, especially if you got a relationship with them. If you don't, then maybe I could see you holding on, you know what I mean? Just because you want to be immature and not apologize as a man or a woman to the party that you wrong. But if you know this person, like you know them, it's definitely no excuse or no need to prolong. Just apologize. Get that shit out the way and move on. Like in the comments, you know, the shit I seen on YouTube, I told y'all, yeah, I'm in these YouTube streets. I'm in these YouTube alleyways, and they should have never let me in the game. Like, yo, I'm here now, and we're going to speak about Cam and the Dipset. Jewel, yeah, we're going to talk about that in a minute. Never be too big, you know what I mean, for your britches to apologize. So it's like that whole situation is crazy. One, because Nip was already dead, you know what I mean? He already passed transition, you know what I mean? And for you to lose your life over defacing the moral, like I said in the other video, I'm not going to act like I cram to understand, because I just don't. Like, honestly, I don't. I don't care how much it's embedded into the fabric and the community and all that. I just don't get it. Like, you know what I mean? Fighting over colors and, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, so I won't pretend to, and I won't act like, yes, I'm cool with it. Like, I know people and all that, but still be looking at the side eye like, wow, you going to do me filthy. And this, you know, other people just running through the neighborhood, walking through the neighborhood, like no problems at all. They don't even have no fear, seems like. But when I come out, but you're black, I got to be looking with the side eye on places that I grew up, you know, my whole life or whatever have you. But, you know, I just thought it was interesting. People was like, you know, he saw for this or that, you know, he had to apologize and they made him apologize. Like, it don't even matter. As long as he came out, owned it, said, nah, I was wrong about that. Let's move on. Then what else you going to say about it? What can you say? Right. Can't say shit about it, in my opinion. We also in the end game because Richard Sherman, you mad, bro? Why you mad, bro? Yeah, like, you mad, bro? Never forget when he did that shit to Tom Brady. Shit had me dying, you know what I mean? See them niggas in the regular season and spank them niggas, like, you know what I mean? Like, you mad, bro? You mad? And, you know, if you familiar with Richard Sherman, you know what I mean? Being on, coming on, you know, the bit networks and doing interviews, and even after, you know, like the games and stuff, like just the stuff he say sometimes is ill, you know what I mean? He's an intelligent brother, you know what I mean? But I guess what happened 2-3 days ago or whatever is he looked like he made some bad choices. So got video out of him with the 911 call from his wife to the police, and you got the ring, you know what I mean? That shit that you got the house. You can see that shit right through your phone. You see him outside like, yo, pull up or pull out, pop out, whatever he was saying. I think he was saying pop out. Come through, or some shit. Banging on the door. And then when you hear the 911 tape, you know, the lady is like, yeah, he's threatening this, you know, threatening to take his own life, threatening to harm, you know, cause bodily harm. And you just got to say, damn, like, is he that wavy off of the potion? You know what I mean? Where that shit got him a little going crazy. Because training camp is right around the corner, you know what I mean? And I don't think he signed yet. I think he's still unsigned. I don't think that's going to really hurt. Nobody was hurt. I heard some people that was talking about the incident like in the hood. We don't really consider that domestic violence. It is, but it's really not. So I kind of agree. Normally, domestic violence, whether right or wrong in the hood from the urban areas where we come from, we don't really view it that way. We view it when hands, is put, it's physically you touching somebody. Even though, now as more things been coming to the light lately, or we've been putting the microscope on it a little more, it could be verbal, obviously, mental abuse, always making the person feel less than, or, just doing stuff to belittle a person is considered domestic violence, domestic abuse. It don't always got to be going up side somebody's head. It could just be verbally. It could be emotionally. It could be mentally. Those things is counted as well. So I get where the brother was coming from on the other channel. And he was like, nah, we don't even consider this shit. This is like, So I get where he coming from. But some people won't. They'll look at it like, nah, this is traumatizing. Kids in the house. And I'm not saying that it was, but I'm just saying acts like this. That's why we got to pump the brakes. You know what I mean? I guess once you saucy, you saucy. And I know what it's like to lose. Trust me. To feel so desperately that you're right. You have to be drunk out on the street, wake up like, damn, what the fuck happened? You know what I mean? Like, drove home behind the wheel, like, damn it, how the fuck did I get home? Had those nights, keeping it a buck, you know what I mean? They've been a long while ago, but nonetheless, I've had them like a lot of people, you know what I mean? I'm sure. That doesn't make it right, people. Again, for the people in the back, yeah, I'm not condoning it, not saying it's right. What I'm saying is the reality is for me, I know what those nights are like, and then I know, to not have those nights, happen. So it's just a reoccurring thing for him. I don't know. But again, nobody was hurt. Obviously, he was arrested. They didn't let him get bond or bail him out or whatever. I think it was like, you're going to see the judge Thursday, which is today. And we'll see what happens. It's just, again, like I make reference to in the last, couple of my videos, you can't make athletes, entertainers, rappers, comedians, YouTubers, TikTokers raise your kids or, dictate to you how your household should be ran or use them as a model. Now, do they have highs and lows like everybody else? Yes. But because they live in the public eye and they are rich for the most part, most of them, they're well off than a lot of us. They just live different. They just do things a little different. So you got to look at them with the side eye first before you try to copycat, before you try to put yourself in the same situations and predicament that some of these people are and think you're going to have the same outcome. Because you're not. Like, yeah, you're not. You'll be like, yeah, I know what it's like to lose for real. Walking into them bookings like, damn it, man. What they got? Man, cop-out sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly. Shit is, look like some other shit. Like, yeah, so 2% low-fat milk and all that. It could get ugly real quick if you're not thinking. So, I wonder why he did. Obviously, if he was off the potion, then, you could just chalk it up to like, yeah, he was just wavy. He was on one. I don't know, like, what she did behind the story. I guess, that'll come out soon. And the thing is really why I'm speaking about one is sports. Oh, yeah, because POPAVIST TV, we deal with hip-hop, sports, the interview. It's sports. It's sports news. So it's just like, maybe he just was off the potion. Spend the night in jail, wake up, oh, shit. I got a little, she said he was drinking vodka and Hennessy. Woo, that's what she said. So it's alleged. I don't know what he was drinking. But I know he looked mad. And when he walked away, he looked like he was stumbling a little bit when he was walking away. So, hopefully he could come out, with his best self and get the help that he needs, especially if he's saying that, he was trying to hurt himself, which is always bad. You know what I mean? Always bad. So let's get into this other shit. Lux and Mook, you know what I mean? Shout outs to Harlem stand up. Two of the best to ever do it. So they was in the barbershop and they talking about this shit that I was just talking about. Yeah, Dipset. Jewels, dip, Santana, set. Yeah, that part. Old boy and all that. So, I quote Cam a lot on the show, especially with the, you strong, right? You could take it, right? Yeah, like niggas get killed every day, B. And I'm here now. Yeah, like, sprinkle 10 grams of Coke in they Frosted Flakes just to make it Frosted Flakes. You know what I mean? And So they about to have a Verzuz, and you already know how I do on the channel, POPAVIST TV. We love hip hop. We're gonna always have an opinion about it. But when it comes to these Verzuz, it's like you get excited initially, and then it kind of recedes a little bit, goes away. Like, all right. But I see a lot of people talking about this, and I mean, even though I think it's going to take place Saturday at the Garden, matter of fact. So it's going to be at Madison Square Garden. That shit going to be lit. You know what I mean? The Locks versus Dipset, and you know, it make you start thinking. One, it's a concert. It's not even, you know, obviously Lux and Mook. You know what I mean? They got a bet. I jumped on the live after the bet. I don't know what they bet, but I know Mook was rolling with the Locks. Excuse me, and Lux was rolling with Dipset. You know what I mean? People was like, he Harlem biased, and it could be a little bit of that. You know what I mean? I think far as groups, Cam and them probably will have the more hits. I was going back because you got to listen. It's like, damn, do they got more hits together? Then you got to say the Locks like killed the mixtape industry. Like they got mad mixtapes. They got more albums together as well too, if I'm not mistaken, than Dipset. But you know they're going to do you know, Old Boy. They're going to do Penn and Teller on the Donkey, which one of my favorites with Max B. You know what I mean? They're going to do Santana Town, obviously. They're going to do Hey Ma. You know what I mean? They got bangers. Like, they got bangers. Then the Locks going to probably come with Wildin' Out, the Benjamins, Money, Power, Respect. You know, I seen somebody in the comments was like, who going to claim if they, like, do it like this, banned from TV? Well, that's Nori's song. That was on Nori album, but you got both Locks on there. You got Styles and Jada, but then you got Cam. You know what I mean? So you know we know the Locks. They got songs with Mariah. They got I think Mace on that song. They got songs with Big. You know what I mean? They got songs with Hov. 24 Hours to Live. Black Rob, rest in peace. You know what I mean? And then you got Cam and they got The Rock and with Hov on it. And then they got the joint with damn, what's the joint? I can't think the name of it, but Beanie Siegel and Bleak is on there. My break, I'm fresh off it. Like, yeah, that part, they all killed it. Cam like turned 100 through 1,000 to 100,000 in front of housing. I'm copping the mall, dog. I'm done with browsing. Some shit. No one's allowed in, like, you know what I mean? So I think it's going to be real entertaining. Again, it's no real winner in my book. You know what I mean? It's not like they going up there spitting balls. And just a little caveat, too. Even if it turns out to be that they do got more hits, I would have to go back and look. That's off the top of the head. Sure, I'm missing songs, especially if you add Cam with Vado, Hey Ma, and Moon Ma. You know, Cam got a lot of mixtapes too with Vado. I think like 3, Boss of the Bosses. Joyce is fire, by the way, too. And then you got Jada got, you know, a lot of albums by herself and Styles with the Go series. Like they didn't kill the mixtape circuit, in my opinion. So I think they got more body of work as far as songs. And I also think they got the better lyricists. Let's be clear. Like, I'm not going to bite my tongue over here. I'm from Harlem. Harlem, stand up. Yeah, but I think Jada is the best out of both groups. You know what I mean? And then you got some people a lot lately. I've been going back and forth with this off the channel on the back line. People see me in the street. You got some people got Styles in the top 5, like of all time. Yeah, Styles is in there over Jada. You got people that think Styles better than Jada. In fact, me, SNS, we was in the bakery. Shout outs to the bakery. Harlem stand up. Even, you know, they on Amsterdam, 133rd in Amsterdam. If you're not familiar with the brand, matter of fact, they go to the Instagram. You know what I mean? I support, but you're black. I support black all the time. Yeah, all the time. Not sometime, all the time. Even when I don't got it. Anyway. Shouts to them, you know what I mean? They doing big things. But we was in there, you know what I mean? Me, S, and I can't think of the other brother. But we was going at it, and who, you know, falls the Locks, Jada, you know what I mean? The Beanie Siegel shit. And then we got on the Holes and Nas. Who's the best MCs? Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas. So, you know what I mean? But good debate. So people feel passionate about this. And, you know, like I said, you see the 2 heavyweights, Lux and Mook, they going in on it. So, you know what I mean? Again, I think the better lyricist is probably, definitely Styles and Jada, even though, you know, Cam ain't nothing to sneeze at either. Obviously, he on a few songs with Jada, and obviously he held his own. And if not, probably had the best verses on some of their joints. So, you know, I know Cam get the backlash. Sometimes he be saying some off-the-wall shit, or it's be like, what you saying, Mr. Magoo, Shookity-Shoo, shit like that. Nah, but Cam got balls, and he got official songs. He put the work in, and proof is in the pudding. Like I said, if they was to do, he haven't done no verses yet, but he got a lot of bangers under his belt as well. So, you know what I mean? It should be entertaining. Harlem, Yonkers, it's a New York thing, you know what I mean? And we'll see how that come out. Like Ray and Ghost, you're going to come out in your own way. Yeah, it's your boy, POPAVIST. You're now tuned in. POPAVIST TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.